Welcome back to the KCC. This is Kenny's Chelsea channel, and today we're going to be diving deep into the match review of Ipswich Town's spanking of Chelsea Football Club. Ipswich Town beat us 2-0 at their home stadium today, and guys, I'm sure just as all other Chelsea fans out there today, you are extremely disappointed. You are disgusted, ashamed of that performance, just as well as Enzo Maresca and all those Chelsea players out there on the pitch should feel right now. They should feel ashamed of that performance. That was an absolutely shameful performance. And now I don't want to be too negative. I want to stay as level-headed as possible, even though we've dropped points now in 3 consecutive matches to close out the year 2024. I was really hoping, after having a terrible performance on Boxing Day, that at least last game of the season, let's get an uptick on our confidence and our team morale, put a good performance in against a second to last place team in the division. But no, we went to Portman's Road and we got absolutely slapped up 2-0 by Ipswich Town. Very disappointing result. Enzo Maresca got it all wrong, from the starting lineup to the tactics, everywhere, all across the field, and the players didn't do much to help the manager feel justified for the decisions he made. And I think in situations like this, I hate to put all the blame on one or the other. Whenever a team is going through a rough patch, I feel like as well as when things are going well and you celebrate the players' performances and the manager's mastermind tactics and his ideas, when things are going wrong, you have to do the same thing. You can't just put all the blame on the players, and you can't just put all the blame on the manager. You have to take a step back and try to have a more level-headed view on things and kind of see things for what they are. And yeah, Enzo Maresca now 3 matches in a row. He seems to have gotten it wrong. He's been out-tacticked by 3 managers in a row, starting when he went head-to-head at Goodison Park versus Sean Dyche. Then he went over and played at home to Fulham, got beat by Marco Silva, and now we go away to Ipswich Town, and we lose again now to Kieran McKenna, someone that you would expect Enzo Maresca would be able to best after winning the championship last season with Leicester City over Ipswich Town and managing to get 2 draws against Kieran McKenna's Ipswich Town last season in the championship. So you'd think now he's got better players. He's got a little bit more experience under his belt. You would think managing Chelsea, it would be a walk in the park, going head-to-head, toe-to-toe against Kieran McKenna's Ipswich. But that wasn't the case at all. It seems like from the moment Chelsea appointed Enzo Maresca as their new manager instead of Kieran McKenna had this match circled on his calendar, waiting for this game, because he seemed absolutely ready for everything that was to come in this match. And I saw him. He was nervous till the very last whistle. He was still nervous that we might be able to mount some sort of a comeback. But I didn't see that from the players. In all reality, when we're up 1-0, 2-0 against a team, I know we usually as a fan base are a little bit nervous that we might concede a goal or throw away the lead. But I didn't feel that on the opposite end today. I didn't really see enough threat after Ipswich got that second goal and just completely sat back, all 11 players just sitting in the box. I didn't see enough of a threat from us to score a goal and start to rally a comeback, which is extremely disappointing for the position we're supposed to be in. Fighting for a Champions League spot. Just a couple weeks ago, the entire world was talking about us being in a title race. We kept denying it because we knew at heart that we were not ready to be title contenders. We're still the youngest team in the Premier League. Every single match we field the youngest players in the league as a collective. Our coach isn't that young. He's like 44, 45 years old. He's not extremely young, but in his managerial career, he is still very young. Doesn't have a lot of experience. We got off to a flying start this season, and we got very excited. But now reality is starting to settle in a little bit, and we're starting to see things a little bit more for what they are. We're still a work in progress. We still have a lot of development from top to bottom. We still need to go out and sign more players in the next window. I know we would have loved the idea of that being over with after spending billions and billions of pounds since the Clear Lake takeover, that hopefully this squad would finally be primed and ready. But after seeing what we've been seeing in these last few matches, that's impossible to say that this team is a finished article. We still have plenty of players that need to exit our club immediately, starting with DISASTERCLASS. I'll get to him in a second. But aside from just exits, we need new, fresh, incoming transfers. One of the likes that I would be very happy to bring to the club is the player that was slapping us up the most today. If today was considered a tryout for Chelsea Football Club, Liam Delap, applause to you, man. Kudos to you, brother, because you went out there today and he really looked like he was at tryouts. He was trying to prove to everyone that he deserves to play for a top team in the Premier League. I mean, this kid looks like Jamie Vardy on crack, and Jamie Vardy's already on crack. So imagine, this guy is insane. Incredibly high work rate, incredibly intelligent player. He won that penalty against Jorgensen. Whether or not that was a penalty, that's left up to question. Honestly, I don't think that was a penalty. I don't think Jorgensen touched him enough for that to even be considered a penalty. And with how the officiating was today, if the roles were reversed and it was the other way around, I would not be surprised at all if the penalty was not given to Chelsea if things were reversed. But maybe the pressure of the crowd got to the match official today or what. But he gave that penalty away. And honestly, there's consequences to actions. That's life. I don't think there was enough in it to be considered a penalty. But the fact that Jorgensen went diving in for that ball the way that he did, and he created that little wiggle room for doubt of whether it is or it isn't a penalty, already from there, in my opinion, he made that mistake. All right, he shouldn't have been diving in there without being 100% certain that he could get a hand on that ball. Because that was, to me, a very clumsy, idiotic, I don't want to be too harsh, but just a clumsy amateur move from Jorgensen to go diving headfirst for that ball like that. Knowing, I'm sure he didn't know at the time, but there was a huge chance he was not going to be able to even get a finger to that ball. But he did it anyways, and as much as he tried to avoid contact with the striker, Liam Delap was able to conjure up enough for the referee to believe there was enough in it to give a penalty. Whether that's the right call or not, I'll let you guys decide. But at the end of the day, penalty was given. Liam Delap scores the penalty, puts Ipswich Town up 1-0. That first half, we still looked threatening at times. Our attack definitely did not look as fluid or like we had as much team chemistry as usual. There was a couple misplaced passes, some sort of sloppy play in that first half, but we still looked threatening. Enzo Maresca started with a very heavy, attack-minded squad, and it just didn't work out. Joao Felix scores what he thought was an equalizer. Turned out he was offside. I saw some comments, people thinking that it wasn't offside. From my view, it looked like it was clearly offside, but whatever. Offside calls, they can be very controversial. To me, it looked like it was offside. We stay 1-0 down. Cole Palmer almost scores a goal. Amazing save by Ipswich Town's goalkeeper. But even if we look through the match stats real quick, Chelsea had 75% possession. We had 20 shot attempts to Ipswich Town's 9. Yet Ipswich Town had more shots on goal than us. And that is mostly thanks to Liam Delap, who I believe had 4 shots on goal. The other 2 had to be from Omari Hutchinson when he scored his goal. And the other one, the guy's name was like Nottinghead or some crap like that, when they almost scored in the first half. Off a little, Omari Hutchinson took Levi Colwell one-on-one, passed it back into the box, and this guy, Hargreaves or Nottinghead, whatever his name was, I think it's a left winger for Ipswich, puts a shot on goal, but a defender blocks it. I think that was all their 6 shots on goal. So we had 75% possession to their 25. We had more than double the amount of shots as them, yet they were able to put more shots on goal than us. We had 9 fouls, or they had 9 fouls. We had 5. We only fouled 5 times, yet we got 4 yellow cards. Was the officiating one of the biggest factors in the result? I would say so, to a certain extent. There was one moment where they called a foul on Enzo in the box on a 50-50 that, in my opinion, should have never been called a foul. And could that have potentially led to a goal for Chelsea in the first half? Yeah, I think so. So definitely there was some strange calls out there today. Moises Caicedo's yellow on that foul on Leon Delap in the second half, I believe. I think the yellow was a little harsh. Definitely a foul, but a little harsh for a yellow. It's not like he was through on goal or anything. He was surrounded by like 4 Chelsea defenders. So a little harsh on that one. And then we had 7 corners to their 4. Yet we scored 0 goals. Bernardo Cueva. Come out of here, Cueva, my friend. For all my non-Spanish speakers out there, Cueva is Spanish for cave. And I'm pleading, I'm begging Bernardo Cueva, the set-piece coach that we hired from Brentford. Come out of your Cueva, my friend. You're the set-piece coach of Chelsea, but I'm not seeing any improvement from our set pieces. I'm not seeing a score from free kicks. I'm not seeing a score from corners. We're wasting our set pieces. And it's embarrassing. Game in, one game after the other. It's the same old story. We get a corner, and it's like just a waste. There's no point in us even taking the corner. Might as well just give the ball back to the goalkeeper and say, keep on playing. Because our only goals are coming from open play. And even then, last couple games, our goals are few and far between. So come on, what are we paying this guy for? I know we don't have the biggest, tallest, strongest team. But we got Tosin, for God's sake. We got Tosin playing the last few matches. And what's he doing on these set pieces? He's not even there. He's not making an impact. All right, so first goal, put the blame on Jorgensen for making that amateur move, diving in for the ball like that. Second goal, put all the blame on DISASTERCLASS. I can't even tell you guys how much I was screaming and cursing at the television. As soon as I saw DISASTERCLASS play that ball back, and it gets intercepted by Liam Delap, it's same old DISASTERCLASS. The same DISASTERCLASS we saw all of last season playing under Mauricio Pochettino. It's the same DISASTERCLASS it's always been from day one till hopefully today, his last ever day putting on a Chelsea shirt. I never want to see Axel DISASTERCLASS put on a Chelsea shirt, not even to support us in the future as a fan. That guy has no place in Chelsea's starting 11, not even on the bench, not even at the training grounds. Get that guy away from this club. I'm sick and tired of this guy's bonehead bozo moments, lapse of judgment, lapse of concentration, costing us points, costing us goals. It's been the same story with this guy from day one. And somehow he still manages to get into the starting 11. I can promise you, if Enzo Maresca would have trusted our Cobham youth, Josh Achimpong, to start in that position as a supposed right back who really plays as a right center back in a back 3 system, I promise you that doesn't happen. All right? Put your trust in this boy. Josh Achimpong should be starting over Axel DISASTERCLASS every day of the week. When we were having that contract issue with Achimpong, we had the likes of Liverpool, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, All the big teams you could imagine in the world were trying to sign this boy. They were like sharks in the water circling around Josh Achimpong as soon as they heard of uncertainty. And he signs a new contract. And for what? Just to get a few minutes in the Conference League? No. This kid is better than that. And when he comes on, he shows that. XL Disasi, even in the Conference League, shows those lapses of judgment and those lapses of concentration and those bozo bonehead moments. Okay? Once a bozo, always a bozo. He's not going to change. He's one of our senior members in the squad. And he has the mental maturity of someone that should be in our U16s. This guy is just not good enough for our club. And I hate to be so harsh on players, but I've had a bone to pick with this guy for a long time coming now. And today just further proved my point. So as much as I try to stay level-headed and positive about these results, really the only positive I can take out of this match is that we got to see Liam Delap in action. And hopefully we can make a move for him in January, because I think he can definitely bolster this squad in attack. Because what in the heck was Nkunku doing out there today? Did he benefit us in any way today? Does Nkunku even care about playing for Chelsea? Is his mind already away from the club? Because every time he comes on nowadays, he seems to be on the moon. He's on a different planet, this guy. He didn't do anything out there today. All right? Joao Felix comes off in, what was it, the 54th minute? Or maybe the 64th minute for Nico Jackson. Poor Nico Jackson was running like a chicken with his head cut off the whole time he was on the pitch. I don't think he touched the ball but once when he received that pass while he was offside, and then put the ball wide of the net and couldn't even put a shot on goal while he's meters ahead of all the defenders because he was offside to begin with. So I don't want to put too much blame on Nico Jackson. In my opinion, he should have started this match from the beginning. I don't know why Enzo Maresca keeps catering to Nkunku. This guy is not a striker. You said it yourself. Stop giving him these opportunities. He's obviously not up for it. Is he a good player? Yes. Is he fitting into this Chelsea side? No, not at all. So stop giving this guy opportunities. Joao Felix was at least out there trying today. Yeah, he was unlucky. His first goal that he scored was offside. He put one header on goal, but they had four defenders sitting in front of the goal where the goalkeeper didn't even have to move. The defender headed it out. Goal line clearance because they were just sitting in the box. Okay? So I don't know what more to say. You know? We had some players out there at least trying to make a difference. But there just wasn't much going on. And I'm very ashamed and disappointed in that performance today, guys. But what can I say, guys? I even feel ashamed to say this right now, but please, if you guys could, subscribe to the channel, hit a like on the video, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you're feeling after that result. And let's stay tuned, guys. I have another video coming up in a couple days. I am excited to release this video. It is not like any other video I've released before. So far on this channel, I've only been releasing match previews and match reviews for Chelsea's matches. But this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be ranking Chelsea's summer signings on how they've been performing so far this season. So I'm excited to release this video. It'll be out in just a couple days. So I hope you guys are looking out for that one. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon so you guys can be alerted whenever my videos come out. And I really do appreciate you guys. See you guys in the new year, 2025. Peace.